Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Downtime in the Hangar, where we talk about all things GBO2 and Andrew. Sometimes. Today, I'm joined by Gustav the 13th
Yep.
and GamingEmblem.
Boyo.
So guys, how was your past week?
It has been okay. Oh my god, I am getting bullied. Get back.
Oh.
But I've been doing more Yakuza. Been doing more Yakuza stuff. I'm sorry.
Here, I'm pulling up the bully.
I'm gaming.
I'm doing shit. But yeah, we're getting further in. We had a couple fights with big redacted characters, which has been pretty cool. And we actually finally got back to the old city, which is nice. So the maps have opened up. I haven't done much more past that though, so it's gonna be a matter of finding out like what other stuff I need to round off before we actually hit like the finale. And then from there, it's a matter of figuring out what I should start, because Saga Frontier is gonna be coming up really soon. But so is Near Replicant. I'm pretty sure around the same time.
Same week as Judgment.
So like for me in that case, that would be Replicant into Automata. And then yeah, Judgment would probably be after that, but it's like just a matter of what order I should start in. I kinda want to do Saga, but I feel like between the two, and it's kinda sad to admit, right? But I feel like Replicant would probably have more people curious in terms of its release and just fucking around with it. But yeah, those are dilemmas for future me. But other than that, just been doing a lot of GBO2, got clan matches coming up. It's going to be the night ones this time around. Some more simple battle ridiculousness.
Should be pretty fun.
What about you guys?
Yeah, and I'm still playing all the usual stuff. I'm trying to pseudo speed run through Cyber Sleuth right now, so I can maybe try and have it finished by the time Saga comes out, because I want to play that. But kind of same bag as you, Gustav. Just like I need to play these Vigia games, and I'm trying to get to them as fast as I can, because I want to play Judgment too. The game looks fun.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Judgment's gonna be a nice like dip back into the usual Yakuza shit after like finishing almost everything that's like readily available.
Like a dragon. So we'll kind of have to see, but outside of that though, I personally have been having a pretty decent week. Like it's been like nice and busy enough at work and stuff like that. And I don't know, like it's kind of weird. Maybe just because of what I've done before, but it's kind of funny. People are infinitely more like generous for like weird reasons at the bank. Here, I'll go grab it because it's not too far away. But like somebody just like showed up today and brought everybody a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh wow.
But yeah,
see through because green screen and stuff.
Oh.
Oh no.
But I got a loot bag.
Hey.
Oh wow.
Like treasure and stuff like that. But
give it a loot.
It's one of the local businesses, but it has like some soup mix and some spices with some dangerous fedora gentleman that has a knife or something like that. But they
that's legit.
But it just like brought us a whole bunch of stuff, and it was pretty neat. Like I don't think any of the customers ever brought me anything when I worked at the movie theater. And we have people like bring us flowers and like that. That's not the first time I got a bag like that. Sometimes guys will just come in and like, I brought you all donuts, and it was like, oh, we'll put them in the back, and then none of the ladies will eat them because they're worried about their figure, and I'll just have a whole box of donuts to eat.
There's a wrist match and like yes.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because you'll get like sometimes we'll get people, because we have a few people where every time we do anything they just get mad because banks have regulations and procedures and stuff like that. And there are some people just
Yeah, I
like,
figured you guys would just get yelled at a lot for stuff like that and not
it's
have
not
like
that bad, but there are
bank
some people like,
simps.
it's my money. Why do you need to do these things? And they're like, we're federally regulated. um, but even those guys will come in sometimes. Like those are the dudes that come in with the donuts. Actually, like the big angry ones. Unless you just like super piss them off. Um, but they're the ones that like I think get some time to think about what they've said. And they're like, oh shit, I guess I was being an asshole. And they're like, yeah, you kind of were. Thanks for the donuts.
Dickhead.
Yeah, but we get a lot of that, and I just thought it was kind of funny. When we were getting stuff today, and I had it within reach. So yeah, pretty good. Our customers appreciate us, I think, and I get to go home and stream video games on the internet. What could be worse than this, right?
It's definitely not a competition. Oh god.
Oh no.
Wait, what's this supposed to see? What's that supposed to say better? Oops. How you doing, Magnum?
So yeah, my week, pretty much, I'm, yeah, a bit tired, but I've been getting the garden ready, so that's gonna be cool. Gonna be finishing everything up this week, so um, but getting it tilled and stuff probably this weekend. But game wise though, um, pretty much been getting on stream tired for sure. But the um, let's see, Outriders, we finally finished that last night, and by last night I mean this morning. Oops, mistakes were made. But no, but for
Oh,
real though, we got to
How
the
long did it take
last
you?
boss. Let's see, we probably started at like 3 to 4 a.m. ish, and then I guess it was like 7 or 8 to finish it up from where we were. So yeah, it was I don't know, if I had to guess, probably about maybe 15 hours overall. And that was like I've found and done pretty much all the side stuff. So story wise, and a lot of the lore things. So that's checking literally every corner of every map. Although it being I'm sprinting half the time just because I was trying to get done, but I couldn't help but not check to see if there was a box of weapons or something around the corner. But yeah, I always like though when they reward exploration with at least something, like either a lure thing or more loot. But overall though, the final boss is what gave us the most trouble. We probably were on that for another hour and a half, but we made a mistake. Well, sort of. We could have backed out.
There were mistakes that weren't staying up all night that were made the other day,
Yes.
Magnum.
Yes. But the thing is, we could have backed out to the lobby, reloaded into a point to where we could craft our gear up to current gear, and then go back to the lobby and come back to where we were, and then do the final boss fight. The alternate to that would just be make it easier, but I yeah, I didn't want to turn it down and make it easier. So we essentially had a raid boss situation. And it wasn't, I mean, bullet spongy or whatever could have been a term used, but that was again because we had like my guns were down 1 level, and Aoshi's guns were down like 8 levels. Oops.
Intensify.
So I was pretty much doing the damage. He was the CC though, and so he was actually interrupting the abilities, which I will say that boss fight was great. It had some great mechanics. Everything was telegraphed really well. The annoying thing is one of the mechanics was you had to just like the guy would spawn like balls, and you can't leech off of them or proc anything off of them. So that's probably the only mechanic that was kind of awkward. But I won't go into too much into the fight itself, but that was like the one thing that just made it difficult, because my entire setup is every time I do damage with things, I leech, and so I'm pretty much invulnerable as long as that's going on. Well, if my turrets or whatever are hitting the balls, then nope. So I have to aim and everything, and I had to use a weapon that was a little bit better than my Intensify LMG, and so I could do a little bit more damage. But that required me to aim, because it's not 225 bullets of just me swinging the screen
Just
around.
burring it on.
Yeah. So, but anyway, what ended up happening though, we finally got the first phase down to where we could get through it very consistently, and then the second phase, what would happen was there was actually an ad phase, so that was good because then you could get procs and stuff off. The bad part is the balls are still going on, and the way the dude does his abilities is RNG rotation, so it's not like he does 1, 2, 3, then 4. It's he could do balls, then maybe something else, and then balls again. And if you didn't like interrupt that, then you would have like 8 balls on the field that could like one shot you. And then you're running from ads, and then then they have CC stuff, and you just hope that none of the ones that had cold damage that would freeze you hit you, or ash damage that would also freeze you essentially. And it was just like there was a few RNG things that went wrong, but also I just need to have all my damage up, and I need to make sure my burst was ready for that moment more than for killing the boss. And so the time we actually downed it, I just started, okay, playing it safe. I'll just save it for that, and then whatever's left over is when I'll burst the boss down, instead of just trying to be greedy for damage. And that's how we got it. But it was pretty intense. But I love that raid boss, beat your head against the wall type thing. So that felt that honestly, that's the most fun I've had in the game, all the way through. But so I hope at some point they make the game harder in that sense. Which, good news, they actually put out patch notes that nerfed a ton of stuff, which made everybody insanely mad. Reddit is
I want the game to be harder.
amazingly loud now. Well, the thing is, it just pretty much nerfed everybody's build that everybody was using.
Oh, they're
Pretty
nerfing
hard.
characters. I thought they were nerfing bad guys. Okay.
Yeah. No, they're nerfing like the best builds in the game essentially. Which the only thing I kind of don't like about it is I wish they would bring up some of the abilities earlier on. Because playing the Devastator, which doesn't have one of these abilities, is the only class that doesn't have one of these, feels pretty oof.
Is there PvP in the game?
No.
Why are they nerfing classes then?
Because it was okay. I have infinite. I mean, they don't mind having infinite ammo, no reloading. But I have infinite ammo, no reloading, and I'm using an LMG aiming like this. And just, I'm like, okay, everybody's dead. I just spun my character around 5 times.
Who cares? It's a single player game. If you're not having fun, just change your build.
Well, I mean,
or is it like
it's
wasn't working as
trivializing
intended thing?
It's kind of trivializing the content, right? Like, I don't even have to really aim. I just swing my gun around and everything's just dead.
But they know you don't have to use that build though. Like it seems kind of weird.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm probably going to change the build.
Easier than they thought it would be.
I'm probably going to change the build, but the thing is, yeah, that build kind of just straight up destroyed content. Like the damage it's doing. Okay, so the build that doesn't have it, let's kind of compare it to that, right? The build that doesn't have it is the Devastator. It has to use more of its abilities, but its gun usage probably does just as much, and they're wanting to have the abilities be the kind of the main point. But they also want you to still be able to do some gun stuff if you just want to be a shooter player. And so far though, the Devastator kind of has the half and half. And just coming out of the gate, just for example, Aoshi's damage was like maybe 2 million at the end of an expedition. Me using my lower damage weapon, I was coming out with like 9 million damage. by the end of the expedition.
Actually, it's DPS harder.
So, and this is just with my crappy gear coming out of the gate, with just having this one thing and literally hit one button, hold down mouse, left click, and walk forward, and everything dies. And that's literally all I do. Where
I would have played the game if I known there was an autoplay mode. That's fucking amazing. You said they're nerfing this?
See, they're nerfing it. I'm like, yes!
Oh.
The game I want the game to, kick me in the teeth, let's go. But, yeah, so, but a lot of people are getting mad because, it's straight across the board. And the thing is, that's the other problem, is the Devastator player also is getting hit, because now vulnerability's been nerfed, which is a, global damage increase. And the damage increases that I was giving Aoshi is also not there. So unless he has a better way to apply some of that stuff, or without a group, I mean, again, it's kind of meant to be a group game, but it's, if there's not better ways to apply that stuff, then Devastator gets hit just as bad. So I get that concern, but I would like them to now buff some abilities to bring that up, because leveling, my point, which I don't know how bad the nerf is. They didn't exactly show proper numbers, or I didn't see proper numbers. So I'll check that out later. But if when I get a chance to play, then yeah. But I don't think they're dead. Normally when nerfs like this happen, it's, everybody's like, oh, game's dead. No, probably not. Probably still too easy, and I'm probably still going to complain that they need to nerf it again. But I will say, though, leveling as a pyromancer without those for the first little bit, because you got to have enough abilities to keep yourself alive, is pretty scary. Devastator doesn't have it at all. Really scary. But the thing is, the Devastator is also the most tanky class. So you can just cheese some of the bosses by being like, well, I'm going to float up in the air with this gravity thing, and you can't hit me. Now I'm on full health. Now I'll just float back to the ground. And if you don't use the ability the second time, it just has a 1 second cooldown. You can just go float in the air again and get all your health back. So there's some cheese tank things you can do with the Devastator to make the game easy, where a pyromancer who doesn't get that early enough will just get kicked and dead in 2 seconds, and it's like, oh my gosh. And so you have to do a crazy build just to survive the early game with that character. Whereas the Technomancer and the Trickster are just easy mode. We're just gonna go ham. Technomancer more than anything. But yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much been the big thing I've been doing this week, is Outriders and all that stuff and things. And then GBO2 dailies, a new suit. And I got the level 2.
Yep.
But,
this is a Gundam podcast, you promise.
Yeah.
All right, Magnum, is this a part of the stream where we 1v1 in the new suit?
Oh, okay. Well, darn it.
And I'll play the Georgia.
Does
that thing have a shield? It doesn't have one, right?
No.
Oof.
Okay. Zero Shiki. Okay, that's way too long on the.
Yeah.
I typed that in. And I was like, wait a minute. Oops.
I just called it the ZST2.
So yeah.
Or the ZS Type 2.
I'm gonna borrow the T2, and hopefully that'll work. That'll be close enough. But yeah, what do we think so far with the Zero Shiki type?
Pretty interesting. Very high output just with the weapons that it has. Although right now, it looks like people are already finding the no fun guns to cancel this thing out. And it's probably only going to get worse from there.
Yeah, I think as a raid player, I think it's awesome that the food delivery services have started using droid technology to fly it straight into my mouth.
Yeah.
So that looks pretty cool in that regard. I order on my app, and when the match starts, he's just flying around waiting for me. It's kind of weird because he has to shoot it down. They probably need to fix that part.
It's supposed to just drop it, and it does. I don't know why it does that. Is that just a feature?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of fun because I get to shish kebab them on my melee weapon as they fall down. So that's pretty cool. but I don't know. It looks like it's. I'm not saying it's not fun, and I don't know if it has decent output, but it looks like it's going to be susceptible to the same problems that other flight suits have.
Mhm.
I don't know if you've had a chance to experience it, but I've heard that it's getting shot out of the air with one hit staggers, kind of like the other flying supports, or I guess transformable flying supports do.
One hit
Is-
staggers, no, but there are some consecutive hits that might as well just be one hits just because they're so fast.
Sure.
So, for example, the Gazar, the shoulder cannons come out in that single, you can just hold it down and they come out in a burst. And they
Mhm.
come so quickly that it almost looks like a straight beam if they don't have to move.
I
So
got
people
you,
are
but
busting those out a lot. Any other consecutive stuff, the Kapuls are actually having a pretty fun time picking at this thing. The Zekus finally has something to do with their machine guns. To try to keep you at range, because if you get hit too much, eventually you're just gonna fall down. So it's spotter beams and machine gun fire, and if it's not that, it's just a Gazar just straight up smacking you out of the sky. So
all the good
those are
raids
the
are
big
just
players
being
right now. And the funny thing is that the other Zero Shiki is having a go too in some occasions.
I have been hit though with like a bazooka and got knocked out of the sky, but then I've been hit with a bazooka and
I feel like if
then I
you're at a
don't
certain
care.
elevation, you will, but like I haven't had a straight fall with a
Mhm.
bazooka like that. I don't think that should be possible.
Yeah, the Dryson did it with just a straight bazooka hit yesterday, and I actually fell over to the ground. And I was like, "What?"
Did you have
Was
any
I
build
already?
up beforehand by chance?
I guess. I mean, that's the only explanation. But I was just like questioning whether like is this not working right sometimes? Because I feel like sometimes I'll get hit with a thing and I'm like, yeah, wait, I got knocked down. Was I hit with something prior? And then I'll be like looking at somebody hit me with something that straight up, and I'm just like, go ahead, man. I'm gonna bully you now. So I don't know. I don't know whether.
I think it's one of those cases like you just got to be careful. You can't just because you're in the air and you're a support doesn't mean you can fly over the team and just rain death on things,
Nah,
because
man.
they'll just look up and shoot you out of the sky.
Ultimate support hubris. Let's go.
It could be a case though. Yeah, it could be a case where like maybe it's okay um later on down the line when people forget it exists and you pick it as like a, oh hey, it's a Zero Shiki type 2 again. Um and I don't know. I do think all the raids at that cost can handle it pretty no pun intended handily, but maybe you can get away with raining death on the generals or something, assuming you don't get if you don't get shot at the air in one hit. Who knows? Maybe we need to test it out, Magnum. I can shoot a bazooka at you or something, or I'll just hit you with a beam with the Zeta Gundam or something along those lines.
Yeah,
But
we can try that.
here, I'll start loading my PlayStation. But yeah, I don't know. It it seems like it'll be okay, but is it like I probably played a C1 over it or anything like that for comparing it to like its peers. Um hmm, I don't know. MLRS feels like it's probably still a threat.
Yeah, if your hubris gets too
Yeah.
high and you try to buck up against it, you're just gonna get in trouble. Because
If
it'll just vulcan you out of the sky. You can shoot around it if you're using a bazooka, but even so.
What else do we have at 550? Like the thing is 600. I feel like exactly what said Emblem for raids. Being able to deal with it just gets that much harder. And at 550, not as much. I mean, you have a few options, but
I mean, all the anti-measures I've been talking about are at 550 because I only got the level 1.
yeah, I think both
yeah.
suits are at a place where like the raid should be able to handle it without much issue. Um if I'm remembering the cost
Not to
right,
mention
at
the
550.
Ba Wu exists, so like
Yeah, there's the ball
if
woo.
they get really impatient, they can just like rifle into shield, or even just skip all that and just spray missiles into the sky and just catch you with enough. while also
Georgia.
doing, like, immense amounts of damage because this thing has low natural ballistic defense.
Yeah,
And if
Georgia's gonna pop you out.
to pieces.
The Bolno should be able to do something about it too. People have been playing that again.
Mm.
Let me know. Do you want me to make a lobby Magnum, or are you gonna
Yeah,
make one?
go ahead and invite me. And I got the 600 one.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
The other thing too with the suit is it's got an insane low amount of health. I guess we can go ahead and start getting into the stats of it. But the I mean, it's pretty much got just barely more health than a MLRS, and you don't have a shield. Just fly. Which, I mean, again, like I said, at 550, it seems like it would work a whole lot better. And again, there's probably going to be more
See if you
things
can
like
invite.
Mark II, maybe like the Stamen, stuff like that showing up. I mean, there's probably going to be Drysons, but even then, again, I've been hit out of this guy once by one. Then I got hit with their Insta Stagger Tri-Blade things, and I was just like, cool story. And then shot him in the face. And
Yeah. So 14,000 base health for the 550. Pretty unfortunate. If you're looking at raw stats for the baseline, ballistic resistance is 12, beam resistance is 36, melee resistance is 12, range strength is 25, melee strength is 30, movement speed is 115, top speed is 190, thruster gauge is 60, turning speed is 63. And in terms of part slots, we're looking at close 6, medium 16, and long is 10. Has ground preference and is ground only. That's a little alarming in terms of the health, especially since it really doesn't have any, I think it has the wing cushioning, but no other body buffers. You want to just hear the skills?
yeah, go ahead.
Alright. High performance scope level 2, observational data link level 1, scouting parallel processing device level 1, so the whole thing for snipe mode, which is kind of weird. I don't know how often people are doing that for like the shoulders or anything like that. Glide structure level 3, which unfortunately I think also means if you get knocked out of the air, you're gonna be up there a lot longer.
I'm a captain first point, Magnum.
Slow
fall, bang, bang,
yeah,
bang.
slow fall, oh god. And then wing special cushioning level 2, which is 15%. Flight system level 2. Note, as damage increases, so do chances of damage recoil, and also I think the big thing for this is when we get further down is high spec flight control. Syncs flight mode movement and melee attacks to reticle direction. Smooth high speed normal movement transitions for improved air combat. Lowers attack power, however. So you get a boost in movement speed. Your attack power goes down a little bit. But from what they're saying in this, it seems like you're a little bit more one for what you're actually looking at, which means you're able to aim a bit better. So, you know, something that probably all suits should have.
Oh, you had the shrapnel bazooka. Oh no.
Disgusting. And of course, the cool thing is, especially when we get into the downswing, is that it actually has balancer level
Talk
1.
about this. But yeah, it worked. The beam hit me. Didn't knock me out of the air though. So I won't even.
That's a
that
full
up.
charge. That should be 100%.
Yeah. Well, that's
so they definitely got the
that's
resistance there.
it's the resistance, but it's not 100% though. That's the thing that I'm curious about, because some bazookas have like
Oh,
an
that's true.
insane like 80,
Usually like
90%.
80.
Yeah, so like I'm just wondering if the Dryson's one of those. So that's probably what's happening, right? You
But
don't
that shouldn't
have
be enough
any.
to punch it out of the air, though. I mean, maybe I should bring a bazooka.
I mean, maybe I've been hit with you know, like anything beforehand, you know, like a little pew pew laser or something just hit me, or a Vulcan or two, and it's just like, oops. And then when it hits, it's like, oh no, because 2 shots should just put me out of the air though with your beam. You're going to shoot me twice.
Yeah. Oh my god, legs. And it did.
Because that has 50. So
Yeah, I can bring a bazooka.
Wait, Magnum, are you not capturing what you guys are doing in the lobby? Because it looks like it's showing my shit still.
Yeah, I've still got your stuff up.
Thing fires a lot.
So I was still capturing yours, and then if the test like seemed like there was a need for like showing it, then I was gonna. So right now, if Emblem wants to bully me, then there we go. Because I'm just kind of on the other.
Bully is support. I get to bully Mr. Magnum.
But anyway, so yeah, as far as the stats go, I mean, it's got good. Well, it's got good melee damage, which is kind of interesting. Like the downswing is actually absurd. Like
It's got the stamen downswing.
It's like stamen.
Hit me.
Huh?
Hit me.
Oh. But it's stamen only crazy super lunge.
Oh, okay, I'm in front of you now. Go ahead.
No. I was moving back to full distance.
I know your saber was already up, and you like still hit me,
yeah. Like I think I can hit you from
there. You
here.
Go ahead.
Almost.
Not quite.
No. Like it will still hit even though the saber's up. Oh.
Well, I thought I was gonna get hit for sure at that time.
That was so close. No, too much. Just a little bit. Not with that one for sure.
You hit me.
But anyway, I guess I could probably try to bring up the thing on my side. But anyway, overall though, against everybody else and just flying suits in general, I like it so far. I'm a big fan. But I do agree there could be some concern for raids just being able to spot you as a support player. So that's, one of the things sometimes that protects you is, the raid not knowing where you're at. And this, especially at those costs, and the way it moves is just instantly, there's the support, there's my target right there. And if nobody's going to protect you, then you did.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of my matches yesterday were in Ruined City, which is very different, and you tend to have a lot of different spaces to just be elevated regardless of whether or not you're flying. So you can just kind of do the regular shoot down support hero shit. But now that we're on jungle, it's a lot more open, and people tend to shift from one side to the other a lot more freely. And in that case, it gets a little bit more hairy to cover yourself properly. Especially when everyone's just kind of fighting their own fights. Like, 1v1 me, bro, but like on the other side of the map where nothing else is. Like, okay.
Right.
Can't really cover things as easily.
Whoa, Magnum, be cool.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Let me get in the air.
Leave my teammate alone. Oh, gosh.
Wait, really?
So resistant. I just think there we go. Let's a stagger build up on his machine gun.
Oh shit. I put it on the wrong setup.
Enough. Oh, that staggered you. Oh, of course it did. You're standing on the ground. Oh god, he's on to me. Oh no. Oh hey, that's my mobile suit. Hey, that's my mobile suit, buddy. That's my whip.
Oh no, everything broke on this end because I pulled the
Oh
gate
god,
out.
Where did all my health go?
Oh no.
How much time's left in the match? A minute and a half?
Oh,
That's
no.
enough time.
I gotta run.
So you better start flying, Magnum.
Run.
I'm gonna catch you. Oh, train.
Better not be flying around here.
I hear flyers.
There we go.
I'll do if you want to look at the bazooka thing though, I don't mind hopping into I'll do simple battle, which I should have done already. But I'll do simple battle for the next one. Magnum, that's the wrong way, pal.
This is definitely something that I put thruster parts on.
Yeah, I put at least level 4 on it. Although when I was doing the raw stat readout, I kind of left it there for the next match, so I'm just doing this raw with the regular buttons, and it's interesting.
Oh my.
Like I gotta travel so far to actually just get to the shoulder cannons.
Wait, what? It didn't do the thing. Oh no. Oh no. I tried to do the
Actually, thought I had
jump.
the timing right.
I had tried to do the jump
We're trying to like
into.
jump into a transform.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oops. But
Game. But yeah, I'll switch it up, and I should have a Dryson I can bring, so we can use the case and point suit for the stagger concerns. Get me out of here.
But yeah, I have to say, like I said, I think it's pretty solid though as far as just like versing generals and stuff. Like I've been just doing work, especially with the shrapnel. I think shrapnel though is going to be better closer to 600, and then the normal bazooka will probably work pretty well at 550 because you're going to probably encounter more things like the Mark II and Stamen.
It's also just really good for dog piles and when people get melee heavy and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that splash and the fact that it just has that high output out of the gate.
Oh fuck! Oh man, I just hit the X button and went into the match.
Ugh.
Oh, whoops!
I did not switch seats. I was just like, oh, match is ready.
Time to get in there. Like, no,
Playing too
ain't
much
an
battle.
arcade.
Oh, my match is ready.
I mean, technically, you could probably just leave, but oh well.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
No. Get away from me. Stop that.
Man, I can't even rage quit out of a match good enough. It just shows how much I do it. Okay, let me try this again.
But yeah, mainly with the suit though, I don't know whether it just doesn't have some of the, or maybe things just have a higher stagger ratio. I don't know. It's kind of weird because I feel like it does feel a little bit. I mean, as far as getting consecutively staggered, it feels just as good as either the flight or flight test type. But yeah, that hit thing, I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, we'll see what we can figure out there. But the
I will change
maybe just the bazooka is just better on the Dryson
yeah.
than what's that lower stuff.
Oh, Neidhart told me I'm on a 5-day vacation, Magnum. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Oh gosh.
No, I'm kidding. Thank God.
But so yeah, I guess we can go through some final thoughts while we try to bring this up.
There we go.
Stop.
Let's see.
Or do you want to finish that first? I can go ahead
I'm
and
about
start.
to die. But yeah, it's pretty good. I've been enjoying it. I feel like as we get some more use cases and different maps, it might be a little bit different. But as with any support, right? If you have a very forward aggressive team, you can have a little bit more breathing room to do what you got to do. It's also interesting that that other skill actually lowers your offense in the air. The output still feels really good, but it also encourages you to just do like normal support stuff in the interim. Like you're not always having to hover over the flight button. I like to fly, but like for other people, if they just want a suit that does the usual bullshit, this can still do that. And do it pretty well. You know, in terms of its shoulder binders and then having a bazooka that can just outright stun.
Oh shit. Okay, it started.
It's a
My
little
bat's
bit
not
like
gonna
the
use
heavy
my
type
turret.
D, but like with more shit to mess with.
Yeah, and I do think like it's pretty easy to kind of dogpile in on the flight stuff. But like, if the flight mechanic wasn't there and it gave it more skills because it doesn't have a gimmick, um, the suit itself probably looks fine. It may need a little bit more damage. It feels like there may be a case where they're kind of potentially gimping the suit because it can fly. Woo. Um, that might be a bit of a problem that it could be running into.
Yeah, that's why I
But I
kind of
would definitely.
gravitate to the shrapnel.
Oh, it does knock you out of the air. That's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a concern. You fall so slow. Oh.
So we need to check that stagger value on that real quick.
I wonder, it should just be like 80 or something, I would imagine. Hold on a second. I appear to be getting bullied. Let's try Sinet.
Remove or something.
I gotta do space stuff still.
So it's 80.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure. It's kind of interesting.
That's a
There's
little
a
weird.
possibility it could be a bug.
Maybe. Because
I guess it
like,
got just come down to like, does a Dryson knock the flight test type or the Bylerin out of the air in one shot?
what about your what's the alternate weapon? Try those.
Tri-Blaze?
Yeah.
Oh, those will bat you out of the air in a second, probably. Just kidding. What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, so I was
That's
saying
weird.
those didn't do a thing to me. Does
Wow,
this
you
thing
just ate
Yeah,
does this
those
I'm
thing
head
not
have
on?
a
That's kind of crazy.
does this thing have
I'm
an
not sure.
80% stagger value and that's it? Like what?
We gave it the
Oh
ability to
no.
fly, but because we hate supports, it has less
I
stagger
was gonna
value.
say
Yeah.
how much stagger value does the
Robbie.
arm beam that you have there have? Like it's almost nothing. I know.
Oh.
Look at them. Look, and then the tri blades. What we got? Oh,
So
whoops! And I had the
tri-blades
wrong
are
screen up.
10% each.
Okay, 10% each. Okay, so go ahead and hit me with those. And what is the arm gun?
6%.
Yeah, hit me with those, and then try to hit me with the arm gun and see if you can knock me out.
Sure can.
Okay, so this thing has we need to count that just in case.
I pretty much overheated,
So how many
but
shots can you get
we
out?
could do some kind of, yeah. It was close.
And then I need you to shoot me with the bazooka first, just to show that off.
Mm.
I had it on the wrong screen. Oh, remote play died. Whoops.
Oh no.
Ooh.
But overall, I guess my final thoughts on the suit. I'm a fan of flying stuff. I like the flight test type. I'm a huge fan of that suit, and this is a support. And I was just like, imagine if this thing was a support and could do all that extra damage to generals. So
We've been talking about flying supports for a long
it
time.
it feels really good in that regard. So we'll have to
Is it smooth? That's good to hear.
like all the scores on my remote player just broke. That's really
The score is?
yeah. Like I've got black bars
Oh.
over my scores on my remote play,
Oh.
and like some things aren't coming through clear. But oh well. I'm over here at D.
Oh, you just spawned a seat? Okay, I'm on the way.
Here, let me get up in the air. Okay, and the next we'll do the tri blades and try to count. Here, I'll come over this way.
I'll hop up, don't worry. I can fly too. It's called holding the X button. Okay, ready when you are. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 9.
Okay, so yeah, that's 80. Interesting.
Yeah, it's 30. And then yeah,
Yeah,
9 times 6 is 54.
yeah.
Am I dumb?
No, that's
I think I'm being dumb. No, am
is
I right?
well 56, right?
Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, I was like, no,
But
I think I'm a little bit off. Okay,
yeah, but
quick
still,
math.
like 80 is the yeah. I will say though, this thing like landing on his feet is just super graceful. Like here, watch this real quick. Like you just kind of come down to the ground. You're just like, oop, oh whoop. I was still holding down out. But like you just like kind of go
Killing him.
into a walk. So it's just like you have wings and then you
It's
just
very
kind of
seamless.
yeah you just kind of land on a foot
Mhm.
rather than. But yeah,
Yes.
like I said though, it feels good to kill generals, but it is very scary that the raid just knows where you're at and they're gonna be hunting you down.
They're just like following you around in the ground, like drooling and like shooting shit on occasion, like come on, just
Yeah.
run out of fuel, please.
So that's
I mean, that's also a factor of like your team just seeing them looking up like an idiot and then just like shooting them in the chin.
see that's the other thing. If that happens, then it's fantastic.
Hmm.
But if it doesn't,
But I mean, that's the other thing for support suits, right? It's very very situational. Even though you're supposed to be the one turning things over for your team, in terms of you just having a certain like fighting flow or whatever, it still depends on like what your team is like and what you're doing in tandem with them. Like it's very much relying on others, support the support.
yeah. So overall, I'm a big fan. Flight system, real quick. So it has flight system 2, right?
Yeah.
Well, the flight test type only has flight system 1, and then flight control and additional actions to be performed when jumping. And that's it. So, should the test type follow the sky easier?
Where it lowers its
I thought the test type
uh
was harder to get out of the sky than the regular flight, though. Like that was the
Is it?
difference after the nerfs.
Well, see, the flight test has, or the flight type has flight system level 2, which is the same as the. We could try it. Well,
they both got bazookas.
so yeah, do you want to use the dry setting in, and I'll just bring in like the flight test?
That's interesting. The flight system's supposed to be reducing its stagger buildup by 30%. That's
Hmm.
9 shots though. Hmm. Yeah, I kind of wonder. I kind of wonder if there's something wrong because those bazookas. Unless there's something I'm missing. Those bazookas
Yeah, I was
shouldn't
gonna
be
say,
shooting out of the air in one shot.
let's go ahead and do this again, and then we'll go into the patch notes because I think we've kind of
Sure.
said everything on it. So let's do this again. I'll come in with the flight test, and we'll try with the flight test just to kind of see
Okay.
what goes on with it, and then we'll do the other one. While we're going through the patch notes, we'll take a break here in a second and do the flight just kind of in between. If we see anything crazy happen, I'll pull it up. Um, but that way we kind of keep things moving. But overall, yeah, I like it. I think it's fun. I definitely want the 550 version. I went through the 4-step up because I'd been saving up tokens for a month, so I had literally all the tokens, and that didn't work.
Mhm.
And
Oof.
so, but I got 2 of the level 2, so I guess I'm using it in 600. It's kind of funny. I've got the MLRS, but one of those things like I've played it so much that I'm just like, I guess I can go win, but I'd like to play
I
something else.
suppose.
Man, I still don't get tired of my good raids. I knocked you out of here too.
I do because I just don't want to beat them all the time. That's just a pub comp thing. People like still switch at the
So-
last second to a general or like just don't pick a raid at all.
I think you're gonna make it, Magnum.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, so go ahead and so yeah, I guess flight system has a lower. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I got an idea.
There's a lower threshold for stagger.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna hit me with the tri-blades. It's gonna resist. I'm gonna land,
Mhm.
and then you shoot me with the beam. You're gonna have to start shooting me with the beam as I'm landing. But
I'll shoot you as you come down. Sure.
yeah. And then that way, so I have to be just high enough so that I don't get staggered by the tri-blades. Try that.
So it took an extra shot.
Yeah. That.
Are you still in flight mode?
No.
I guess you're just kicking up your dirt for being a fly boy or a floaty boy or whatever.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so we'll try the flight 2, we'll try the flight 2 and see what it does. I'm guessing it's gonna be the same. What we'll do is just try not to hit the shield. Whoops. Okay, well that broke.
Oh, you're talking about for the other suit because
Yeah.
the support has flight 2, so that should be working, right? It's
Yeah.
the same way.
But I mean, we'll just
Want me to
try
close
the
out?
go flight type. No, don't leave. You can get a penalty from many times. And we've only got 3 minutes. Well, let's go and get into the rest of the patch notes. Just make sure you keep moving and whatnot.
Okay. I don't mind waiting.
Okay, so we talked about the suit. There's the AU1 helmet, and normal suit. Cool. The Nemo level 3 and the Barzam level 3 are now in the game. 500 and 550 respectively. So that's kind of cool. I'm more excited about the Nemo, to be honest.
I want that Barzam. I want that gun.
Okay, well, the gun would be pretty hype. I want the cannon for the Nemo, though. Oh, yeah, also, there's a half-off step-up for the main suit itself. So, I did the last pull. I got all suits. It was trash.
Oof.
I don't want to talk about what I got one spin. Got another.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh.
I got all the live updates when it happened yesterday.
Dude, I was just
oof.
I was like I just got up and yelled through the house a little bit.
By the way, you didn't mute when you did that.
Did what?
Yeah.
He went out, he left and just went like fuck like in the background.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I just took my headset off and just walked to the kitchen and got something. It was just like
I was like, well damn.
Man was defeated by game.
It was a level 4 Zommel again.
Oh god.
Then you know what? You know what emblem? You know what it was?
Grandpa Gundam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was.
Oh, the worst.
Ah!
I always joke, but when it happens, it's pain.
Oh my gosh, dude.
But you could have gotten so many cool other suits, though. It's a good thing you rolled, right?
The possibilities are endless, except when they're not.
Yeah, I was supposed to get entirely set of mobile suits, and I got a Grandpa Gundam. I did get one new suit though, the Gun Tank 2 level 3.
I feel
Ooh.
like it for particular banners when they do that, there's still ones that they just kind of shadow bump because I got a bunch of the other like newer specific shit that he got. Like down to the level for that gun tank too, by the way. While doing that banner or that particular step up.
So yeah, step up, felt step up.
Phil gotcha.
Yeah.
That's gotcha as fuck, man. I tell you what.
That's weird. I paid him money. Why didn't I get what I wanted?
Anyway, the rest of the stuff, what do we got here? Ooh, big ticket shop stuff. Here we go. This is pretty big. GPO1 and GBO2, level 2. And that's the beam bazooka. The gun detector, or gun cannon detector. I keep saying gun detector. I don't know why. But gun cannon detector, level 1 and 2 is in the ticket shop now. And then a Gelgu Jaeger level 4. So the cool part with the detector is it's 2 stars, so it should be cheaper. And yeah, it's top tier. Have fun. Have fun with your bullying somebody for like 4 seconds. Like the amount of staggers on that thing is just gross.
Hmm.
So if you inch close enough, you can kick them in the face, knock them down.
I'm in
Nice.
the head. You know, I'm pretty sure the Tristan has 80% on its beam rifle too. You want me to bring the Dryson again, or should I see if it's just a bazooka thing? Or should I bring the Tristan
Hmm.
and see that, or do you want to see if it's just a bazooka thing?
Um,
I should say.
I mean, do you want to try both real quick?
Sure.
But
Okay, it's 70, but if I full charge it, it's 85. Okay, so I'll bring the Dryson this time. But we know for sure that the Robbie didn't do it. But anyway, keep going.
okay. Oh wait, what about the Hamrabi? What's the percentage on it?
I'm actually looking it up now. Hold on. Well, I guess it could be on any of the suits with the fading. It's 70%. So
I would assume it's
Huh.
just like an active maneuver armor in that case, just where like instants don't count, but like accumulated past that. Like it just has
well,
a
it definitely
different
seems to
value
be
or
the
threshold.
accumulation, but for some reason it seems like your stagger threshold is lower.
Yeah, it's
Which is
not.
kind of weird.
It seems to be 80% rather than 100 because it took him
It's
an extra
bold.
shot, but that could have been. That's the other reason why I kind of want to see the Tristan just to see how it reacts. Well, because then you can
So I can
shoot
just
me on the
full
ground.
charge the rifle.
That's just really weird. Then let's try to do that same thing. Try to shoot me a bit faster.
Yeah, it took 10.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's. Hmm. I mean, that's still should only be 90%, but that's definitely more than just in the air. That's a little weird. Um, I didn't actually bring that up on the thing, but I mean, yeah. So it seems to be lowering your stagger threshold percentage. I mean, I knew they nerfed it for something like that, so it's easier to stagger somebody with build-ups, but I didn't know that's what they did.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big problem for the flight suits while they're in the air, if that's the case. I mean, granted, those Zuka shots aren't exactly easy by any means, unless you're,
Mhm.
Yeah.
able to aim, which
I
I
guess
cannot
the
claim to be
bigger
able to
thing
do.
for this suit is just the commit when you do the shoulder cannons on occasion.
Hmm. But
Oh,
I
it's
don't know.
well, this has
Let's keep going
maneuver
with the
armor.
patch notes, right? Bless you.
Thank you. But this has maneuver armor, so this isn't a good test. So we do have one other idea. I mean,
Well,
we could try the
what's
laser.
what would the maneuver armor have to do? Because I mean,
Well,
it got shot out of
here.
the air the
Shoot
same
me.
amount of shots as everything
No,
else.
no. Well, back up and then we'll shoot me with
So
this
you
thing.
give me too much credit, man. You move it too fast.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me. Well, I'm gonna boost at you. Okay, and
Oh, I
go.
got you. Were you
Yeah.
boosting?
Okay. Yeah, that was a boost. So that's not enough to. So wait. Here, let me boost at you now. Wait. Yeah. Okay. So maneuver armor only works on the ground apparently.
Go ahead and jump, Magnum. Oh, my aim is bad. I'm sorry. Try it again. Jump straight up forward. You weren't supposed to have any angle to it, Magnum. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Let me full
There's
screen
some
this. Hold
kung
on a
fu
second.
treachery going on.
Okay, I gotta.
Okay, let's
I
try
gotta
this one
bring
more
this up.
time. I just screened big now. Let's try this one more time.
Oh no, it's broke on my screen. Darn it. Yeah, the assault booster works.
Yeah, yeah, that's weird. So flying reduces your stagger threshold.
Yeah.
Seems to be the case.
Should just be the attack, so that's weird that it's doing that.
Right.
That's broken.
Yeah, because I mean, from the way it works, at least at level 2, you're supposed to be able to take more hits, not take less. I wonder if there's something wrong with it. Maybe no one. I can't
It
believe no
might
one
be that
reported
other
it. I need to
skill,
check.
right? Like instead of just movement, it's also the threshold for some reason.
Maybe. Because I mean, their suit definitely performs differently when you're in the air.
So yeah, boosting at it didn't help. That's just a little weird.
Well, while we're waiting out the time on this match, what else is in the patch notes?
Yes. Well, I mean, back to the gun cannon detector and stuff. What do we think about the beam bazooka and the GPO1 level 2?
BB's in a little bit of a weird spot. Like, it's fun when you can pop off an Unga Bunga, but at the same time, it's a little bit antiquated, I guess.
It's a little bingus bongus sometimes.
Yeah. You can still get in there with you said it was the GPO2 beam bazooka. Was it the MLRS as well? I can't remember.
No, just the beam bazooka and the 001.
Oh right, okay, yeah. I like playing the GPO1 around the time when the Drysons, like before the Faz came out and stuff like that, but while the Drysons, while the Dovins were still like kind of king, because people were just like doing stuff, and then you would just walk up to them and downswing them and stuff. But it's definitely a little bit weird. Hey, why are you running?
Because this thing has
Crazy.
crazy ability to boost around in the sky now. I just realized that the boosting buffs for raids definitely hit the
They're so
flying.
nice.
I mean, not only did it do the normal flying stuff, but it hit the flight type. Wow, dude! Like transforming and getting, or not even
Oh, the
transforming.
the raid flight type actually has more like boosts in the air.
Yeah, so the thing is, like,
Ooh,
because the transforming stuff is a little bit different than the just normal raid stats. And the normal raid stats, I
right.
think they got, I think they got it better than transforming suits. And so the Goof flight type, I was able to pretty much boost from like A point to over the bridge and like almost to Emblem's base. Like I went like across half of the map on like one boost. I was like, what? So
Crap, I don't have
like,
a Tristan on this account.
so I just dashed away from him. Then I then I, shifted into flight mode, then went back and up, and then boosted forward and up. And was
I'm
not
about
even like
to
halfway boost
switch
gone.
accounts, man. I don't have the Tristan on this one.
Okay, just send me an invite and
Mm.
I'll hop for that. I'll just hop back on since we know it's the same for all of them. I'll just hop back on the forward version.
Okay.
But yeah. So Detector 1 and 2 can recommend. Probably gonna be your best investment for tickets if you need a support. GPO1 still pretty solid at 600. There's probably some better, but it still can get the job done. Pretty much before I had the Dryson, I would use it. So there you go. Free tanky can knock down really fast with that downswing. So that's pretty much my take on the ticket stuff. Sadly, the Jaeger level 4 is kind of meh, but if you like it,
Yeah,
have fun.
like you're already ready. You probably already bought it at that point. Still want them to mess with the gun more.
Please. Actually
One
make it
day.
a machine gun. Maybe now that they've done that with the other thing.
I mean, I just want them to up the burst. I feel like that gun's in a good place like that. That's something that it has over the Gyaradogas, is that it actually gets that stun threshold faster without having to have like a steady, like, but slow thing going through like 30 fucking shots.
See, I just want it to be like 6 shots, fire a little bit faster, and just go ham. Like, just turn that
Are we talking about
straight
the
into.
Yeah,
Jaeger beam
I just
rifle?
want to dump those beams on somebody.
Yeah,
So
just
like doing it the way the Marine Command does it would be fine.
so like either. Well, I mean,
I see a
what I was
problem
kind of
to
getting at is
the
like make it kind of like the Marine Command in the stagger value, but like just let's make that gun kind of dumb on the Jaeger.
They should probably just go ahead and make it like the
Lower the stun threshold and let the burst just be increased.
well, I think they should have it just be like the Tetra's beam rifle. Like it just needs to stun in one burst. Probably. Maybe it'd be
Yeah.
too good on a support, who knows?
Yeah,
I mean, it
that's
kind
kind
of
of what
needs it
I'm.
because, like, the only other thing it's got is the Vulcans and the arm beam, but the arm beam is not doing any of that shit.
But that's kind of what I'm getting at. I'm just like let's just push the Jaeger's gun to stupid OP levels.
I'd almost say let the charge shot be more powerful too, because like, and do it at a level specific threshold. Like the burst stun threshold thing should be across the board, but like anything else they do to it
Oh, there it is.
should just scale up by level if they're gonna keep pushing it higher and higher like that.
No, I feel you there. Like
Because I don't think the Jaeger should be as high as it is right now either. But you know, they're also doing it for the Grandpa Gundam and all this other goofy ass shit.
it's fine. They raised its part slots and the damage is up by like 5% compared to its lower level counterpart.
Barf.
It's fine. Ah, shit. I thought I put this on 1v1. Okay, hold on. Like, why is it not starting the round?
Oh no.
Sorry, I have like I'm picturing the map creation. Let me just full screen it again. Let's see. Okay, there we go.
Ooh, my Mark III level 1. I actually didn't have that, so that's cool. That for once, the premium login thing actually gave me a suit I didn't have on Gus.
Ooh.
The Mark III level 1.
Okay, invites back. Invites out for real this time. But I don't know. The suits that are given out aren't bad. Like, if there was like a player who didn't have a lot of raids and they wanted to play something, the Beam Bazooka isn't bad. The stuff they added to the DP store, they're getting more stuff, which is good. I personally would like to see them do away with some of the. Maybe it doesn't have to be as extreme as parts, but I would love if players could get access to some of the newer suits that are in the DP store sooner than what it's at right now. But
Yeah,
those
because I mean, the
aren't
stuff
bad.
available isn't like even necessarily super meta in a lot of those cases either.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that's like
so it
they
just
just
seems
came
kinda
out with
silly.
the Dom Barrage level 3 is like what? Like captain or something?
Mm.
They won't be playing that by the time they get to that point. They'll have better suits.
Unless you would hope. Unless they
Maybe,
just
you're
had
right.
I'm playing
they
it
had
at
the
that
chart
point. What are you
equivalent of
talking
like
about?
gotcha hell and just never get anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they could be
right.
the unluckiest boy in the planet and only get Zombals and Grandpa Gundams.
Hey man.
Oh god.
Hey man.
Hey man.
That's not why I played the Dom
Oh,
Barrage.
sorry, Magnum, too soon.
That's not why I played the Dom Barrage, but yeah.
I don't know about all that. I didn't accident out there,
It's
bud.
either this sort of Zombal.
Oh.
Okay, maybe that's why I originally played the Dom Barrage, but sort of. That's all I had.
Oh no.
Okay, anyway, here we go.
Level 4 bishop. Oh god.
Okay, yeah, stagger threshold is lower. Oh, you're so fast.
So yeah, the Tristan did it. I didn't have it up, but yeah, we can do that again real quick. Oh, remote play
Oh,
again.
my beam's already off of cooldown. What a boss. Alright, I'm fully charged.
Okay. Trying to bring this up again. But for real though, they need to like just go ahead and put
Oh shit, we're on target shuffle. I was like, what? I'm the target, fuck!
That's funny. But they need to go ahead and like do something about that because it is kind of ridiculous for certain suits like that just because they're 3-star to be like, yo, by the way, it's gonna be, oh, my legs are over and
I down swung you.
Oh fuck, oh shit, oh damn.
Oh quap. Oh yeah, like Magnum, I'm target. I had to. I can't really help it. The team's looking at me like, kill him, man.
Murder this man.
Okay, anyway, but back to the patch notes though. Let's see. We have in the DP store the Nimmo level 1 and 2 is finally there, along with its overly priced gun, and the Zuda F level 1.
Zoodadoo. I mean, the F is the no fun gun incarnate. Like, if you ever need something, and if you're a particularly good shot, not like in a heavy stagger, but it actually has the balancers and speed to just run in and smack a dude upside the head. So definitely a solid suit. Seen a lot more play as of late.
Shots.
Yeah, don't miss.
Still want them to touch that sub gun. Still want them to touch that submachine gun. Kinda stupid that it's taking this long.
Yeah, it's,
didn't they already buff it? Or am I thinking of a different?
I mean, they did.
Sub weapon.
They did, but
it's still bad because of the gun that it already is.
BB's just like, just hit with the anti-ship rifle. That's what it's there for.
Yeah, and then melee once, and then like, hey, look, I've got this other gun that deals no damage even after it got.
To be fair, you
50%.
also had the Sturfoss, but still, like, slow startup, right? You gotta like zoom around and just hope you can plan it because it's slow as fuck.
Right.
By the way, just on a side note, with
like
just
everything about that suit's kit goes against its maneuverability, which is funny as fuck. But it works so well just because of that heavy stagger.
real quick though, the Tristan
Mhm.
kind of just wrecks this thing though, because what you just did. You did like one shot into a few of the
Vulcan just like
Gatling,
twice.
and then I just was like down, and then with like the Tristan's downswing being so good, you're just like, okay, I'm gonna wait while you fall. And
Let's
okay, here we
line
go.
this up,
I mean,
and
Now
By the time
I'm
you hit the
gonna
ground from
start.
the top of the map, my downswing will be ready.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say, by the
yeah.
time I hit the ground, you have some wait time even. That's how slow I fall. You actually have some wait time. You can like sit there, take a drink or something, and then start your downswing and be like, okay, he's still
Oh
falling.
god, I had a really bad knockdown on jungle. Like I didn't just fall on like one of the hills or anything. I was over the river and it had this finish sinking through that
Oh no.
while I was going slow as fuck. Like, ooh.
Dude, talking about having time to do stuff, I hope give me a heavy attack raid at this cost so I can pop the support out of the air, and as he's falling, I'm charging my
boot him.
heavy attacks.
Yeah. Oh my
Get over
God.
here!
Wait, do we have a 500 one? You could take
Is
that
this
in. That would
I'm
fun.
pretty sure
Uh,
it's
Yeah, I
it
think
doesn't
the close combat.
yeah, the CC can do it. CC's done it, so
Oh, I.
oh my God.
Oh, okay, name.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't aim.
That's a striker. No.
Okay, anyway, but yeah, also the detector where it's in the ticket shop now is thing lower cost.
Wait,
The
flinch me,
DP store.
fuck.
Ah,
Oof.
but it's lower cost in the DP store. So you want to buy it in your major, it now costs 140,000 instead of like 400,000.
Hopefully they do that more often.
Yeah.
That's a nice thing.
Can I have my 600,000 back?
Because a
now,
lot of that
please?
shit is not worth some of the prices they do for the higher end shit, like at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought the Dija, that, and I think a Striker, so I'm like, But anyway, and then clan ranked. We have.
4v4 evening fights. Let's go.
Oh, it is. Oh yes. Okay. Well.
Not in
Because
space.
the next one's gonna be 6v6 fucking space. But at least this one's on the ground.
Yes. That. 10 out of 10, Gustav.
It makes me angry. It makes me big man.
Oh, you're too high up. I can't reach you now.
Take your loves, bitch.
No, I just
Come here.
ran. I ran.
Magnum was just like, bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Oh, busting out the old shit. Let's go.
I got it in post match crate. These AB rooms are awesome.
Oh my god.
Okay. Anyway,
Did you guys actually switch to mix-ups?
No.
It was accidentally did target shuffle that time.
Whoopsie.
Alright, anyway.
But yeah, so simple battle, Arctic base, 4v4, 350, good cost. Kind of interesting map for a 4v4 to have fun. The funny thing is this is the one time where I would say simple battle doesn't feel any different because you could just spawn pretty much anywhere on that map anyway.
Right.
Quick enough anyway, at least. So there we go. But yeah, and again, the new suit is the high mobility Galbaldi Alpha, which have we seen yet? Is there any footage of it out yet?
There's gotta be,
Can I send
right?
it to you? Hold on a second.
Actually, you know what we should do? We should bother what's his name, Kotaro, because he's GCH definitely won. They were like in the top 3. Just start knocking on his door during stream. You got some footage for us?
That'd be good. It would be nice to be able to showcase like streamer
Courtesy
footage to show
of.
off the suits too.
Do like a trailer or something just out of like player footage.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Hang time in a down guard, yes. That's what the podcast is when we're not talking about Gundam stuff. It's hang time in a down guard.
We need to have like we gotta have a sign for it whenever we tangent. It's just hang time in a down guard. If we had a mascot or a logo, it would look derpy just to go along with it.
Oh, for sure. Instead of our mascot being Tendo, it'll be Olden.
It's just Olden holding up a sign like back to, like ahem.
Yeah.
Get on with it.
There you go.
Uptime on a courtyard. Fucking Asian.
Oh man.
Sorry, there's just things on my shirt are being posted in chat, so I have to post this.
Actually, green screen shirt would be kind of hilarious for commands. I wonder if anyone's. I'm sure someone's done that before. Like even outside of like VR situations.
There's like a cool cam thing where like it'll like do things to your head when you get like stuff that happens.
Oh yeah, the
like,
mask
or
like
whatever. The night helmet, and or just all sorts of random stuff. Like have you grow a fake beard.
I think Streamlabs has integrations for that.
Okay.
But technically, you can link it to like other things. I'm sure it's not the only program that does it though.
Okay, here we go. So looking at its stats, I don't know if you have those pulled up, but
okay.
What is that? 15,500 health. Got the Jaeger beam rifle or the Alpha. If you want to use that. I wonder if the Alpha is going to be kind of more the go-to.
I mean, it's meta as fuck, right?
Yeah.
Instant stun. People are used to it on like the beta and all that shit. Okay. Oof. Death.
Wait a minute. Is that just the wrong suit that they showed? Yeah, it's the Jaeger rifle. I was like, they showed the picture of the Marine Command, and I was like, wait a minute.
It'd be amazing if it was the Marine Command. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'd be all about it. I'd be about it more than I already am because it looks like a cool suit.
So it has the melee weapon, of course, of the of both. Actually, that's cool.
I'd probably use the personally. I'd probably use the Alpha beam rifle over the Jaeger one. As a raid, that thing doesn't seem like it has enough impact, and I don't want to charge my beam. I'd rather just instant stun, I think.
Did they not show? I'm gonna see how it swings with the. Okay, here we go. Now they're doing. I think
they should show both.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's. What's kind of weird is it feels like a better Gian swing.
Oh yeah, this thing is gonna put the Gian in its place. I mean, the swing should be the same.
Well, what's the priority on it, right?
That's a good question. I can't remember. I think it's in the video though.
I mean, I think what it is. I mean, it looks the same, but I want to say it just feels like this is a bigger suit, so it's the same swing on a bigger model. So it's a bit wider.
Like the flick covers more.
Yeah, so I feel like that is like this big whoop instead of being like because because it seems like it's a bigger suit overall.
Oh.
I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but yeah. But other than that, it has the GAN shield and the bombs.
His face.
So, and of course they're meh. But other than that, it has, like I said, 15,500 health base, 22 ballistic, 4 beam. Oof.
Galfa is just thick.
But yeah, what beam? Oh my gosh, the Alex is going to destroy this thing.
You think?
I
Is the
mean,
shield though? Here's the
4
thing, and I don't know if you guys
beam
talked about it
defense.
already, but like, is the shield the shield?
No.
Absolutely not.
Makes me upsetty.
It
Gotta be
is
able to shoot your needle
definitely
missiles.
not.
Man,
Yeah. But I'll say, like, I think I'd rather have the alpha main beam. If you want to be able to dock things, just switch to your needle missiles. The damage is less, but I mean, you already have a built-in machine gun thing. Just use that instead.
like it's good for pursuit, if nothing else, and just pressure when you can't get in right away. That's always kind of been like the point of it. Ugh.
So,
But you still have the hide bombs,
yeah.
which I mean, if you can get a cheeky hit off or blast somebody who's like rushing at you, maybe like catch them when they break their protection or whatever because they're just like getting in your face or something, might be good. Maybe you probably just want to use hide bombs as a reset when you're on a support or something, probably more often than not. But you're probably just gonna want to like shoot somebody and then melee them. It's kind of weird though. Like everyone said it was just me, but I swear the beam saber for the Gian is smaller when the
Yeah.
blade, the
No, that's
beam
what I'm
seems
saying.
thinner when the suit is using it. Like
Like it just
I don't
has
know.
less output coming out of it.
Yeah, like I feel like the Gian's beam saber is like, for lack of a better term, thicker, and this one it seems slimmer.
A little bit
So
more like
that's why it
the
felt a little.
alpha.
That's why it felt a little bit off, because I was like, wait a minute, what's wrong with this? It seems like you have more range or something. What's going on?
Good, Magnum?
Maybe that's the
Yeah.
case.
But it's just kind of, yeah. So yeah. So I'm not the only one that's like, something seems a little off of this thing's melee.
Everyone's here just looking like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I think the short answer is like most people will probably want to use the Alpha's beam saber on it just because it's got a decent animation. And if you're literally just a maniac, you'll use a Gigan beam saber because you've been training in that hell for your entire life for this moment.
God,
So-
heaven forbid he ever gets that fucking thing. Holy shit.
Well, I'm kind of curious though, like, so the melee modifier is only 20 on this, and it's got 25 ranged. Everything else looks pretty rate stats. The melee resist is 28, but the beam resist though again is only 4. Like
it's squishy.
I'm still hung up on that part. Like, holy crap, dude! And like anything that's gonna be using beam stuff, and now that we've got so much more beam stuff at this cost, it's like, ugh. Like supports are essentially doing true damage to you. I mean, obviously with your normal raid
True
mitigation,
damage.
but it's just
Oof.
like, well, I mean, you have it's that problem where if you're playing a Zoc and you have no melee defense,
Yeah. I mean,
it doesn't matter if
and
a general
Asian's
is
right.
meleeing
It
you.
is essentially like a 1-year war suit, so it's carrying over some of those issues in terms of its
Right.
resistances and shit. It's just a very, I forget if it's just a variant heavy one that was kind of like the ass end of the war, or if it's like a what if universe one. Because I don't think it's Garen's Greed, right? It's a different thing.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not 100% sure. What if
Um,
raids didn't have legs? That's what this suit is.
It's just a heavily modified one towards the end. This is like it's the Psycho Zaku of of the
Do we know the skills?
of the
Does it have
Gabaldis.
double dodge roll? Like, if it has double dodge roll, that would
It
be
does.
really
It
nice.
does double dodge.
Okay.
It also
thank
has
God.
maneuver armor. It's got the skill set you'd expect the raid to have.
Yeah.
Maneuver
I
armor 2,
recognize.
dodge roll, stuff like that.
Okay.
You know what? That's fair. It's very DOS customy in that regard.
Yeah, that's actually really good then. So, I mean, other than the beam defense, I think it looks really solid. I'm just curious to
Has
know if it's a
anti-blast.
little bit taller than the Gan and maybe you miss your downswing. But I mean, as far as just being able to combo somebody, yeah, that's
Does it still have that down poke on the? I think it's the left swing. Is that all the same otherwise?
yeah, it's exactly the
Okay.
same swings if you use the Gan stuff. But here we go. Now it's on some gameplay. But the oh, there we go. Got the triple poke. Yeah, that's definitely a lot less damage, even though that they're hitting a general. Oh, hey, there's the test, and they were low enough to hit. Cool. Well, that answers my question.
Uh-huh.
But they're using the Jaeger beam rifle, and
Stop. Stop.
oh yeah, it looks like even the side swing hit in when they were down on the ground, because again, it seems like the beam is longer or something. Well, that was cool. That was really cool.
You're really cool.
Oh gosh.
You're breathtaking. Hmm. I keep forgetting it's a raid though, which is kind of funny.
I appreciate that they went there
The
with it though.
generals.
Yeah, the Galfa and the Gan in a raid package supports worst nightmare. Oof.
Raid deeps. Oh, it's been a little bit. Let me have some stats for it. Hold on a second. I would love to see those modifiers. Great gasm.
Yeah, it looks like it has a bit less damage though, just because of not as much melee mod. But
Oh
let's
wait,
see.
sorry, it's a raid. I went down to generals to go look for it. Fuck. The wiki classifies it as a Neo Xeon suit.
Oh, really? It does have.
So it looks like everything is out. Let me pull up the Gian real quick.
Okay, then we'll go over the stats. Then we can go on after that.
Too far. Oh man, I'm so used to scrolling down so fast, but we're fine. The Gian just has like 3 weapons, so I zoomed past everything too quick. Okay, so you went over the numerous other stats, so I'll just look at the relevant stuff. So the alpha's beam saber is just like it normally is. It even comes with the reduced downswing modifier, which is interesting. So you probably want to use the Gians. Yeah, everything. So it does say it's high mobility type Gabaldi Alpha Saber. So it isn't the Gans, but so the the fall off damage is less. So your first one does 100, and second hit does 80, and the third hit does 64% damage. And the Alpha Saber is normal. And when you're doing the different side swings are 85% instead of 75 on the Gian Saber, and downswings are 65% times 3, which is the same as the Gian as well. So you literally have the same damage modifier on your melee attacks.
Okay.
So if you're doing a little bit less damage, it's just because you have like half of the Gien's attack modifier.
Sacrifices the output for dank versatility.
I mean,
Yeah,
being
pretty
able
much.
to insta stagger and then have a guaranteed follow up is
Yeah, I think that's why they allowed a Gan to be so gross, right? Just
Mhm.
because you gotta hustle a little bit more.
The beam machine gun is just a copy paste of the Jaeger.
Mm.
The Gabaldi Alpha Beam Rifle is a Gabaldi Alpha Beam Rifle.
The Alfie.
Alfie. The Beam Saber. So the Baldy Beam Saber actually has a less of a damage modifier than the Gian. It's 400 damage less at level 1 compared to the same one. So that's a 450. Gains at 400 starting out. So if you're comparing the same level, yeah, you're 540 damage lower than the Gian, regards to like beam saber damage. So pretty much like Gustav was saying, you're trading off some of your output for more consistency.
Which seems kind of part of course, depending on the cost, the baseline.
This one has better needle missiles.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm kind of questioning that, and so yeah, I'm glad you just said that because I'm like watching them use the needle missiles. I'm like, wait a minute, are they hitting a general for
It's
like
just
100?
damage. It's
Yeah,
just
like
damage though. Stagger value is still 8% per missile.
yeah, that still looked bad. But I mean, they were hitting like generals for like 100 and something. I'm like, wait, what is this? You actually deal damage with needle missiles? What? Like they 210 on a support per missile there.
Let's see. So we let the beam saber. The hide bomb is also better damage wise, but everything else is the same. Oh nope, that's not true. This one has 50 worse range. The Gien's hide bombs go farther.
Interesting.
That is interesting. Oh, and here are the skills. So, assault booster, level 3. Evasion, dodge roll 2. Balancer, force inject level 2. Aerial control level 2 and back. Level 2 melee combo controller, level 2 maneuver armor, and explosive or anti-blast stabilizer, rather. Anti-blast. Such a good skill. Every suit should have it that gets in
Like
anybody's face.
everyone should have that for like. Oh my gosh.
Except supports, screw supports, but every raid should definitely have anti-blast.
except for the ones that have double melees or level priority 2 should have it for supports. Really
Agent,
big
I take
ones.
offense. How dare?
I think the GM cannon, in
Oh, no.
particular, should take damage when suits die next to it.
Hey man, they made such a big deal about it in it was at 08th MS. Anytime a nuclear generator could have a risk of going off, it's like, nope. Prepare for shockwave. Everything gonna die. Should just melt down and take things with it.
Yeah,
Do
and I'm
the
pretty sure the
fucking
GM cannon was in that show, so it should definitely take damage and die whenever a suit blows up next to it.
I think the train agrees.
It sure does.
But
Raid GM cannon 1.
yes.
Oh no. He's like, just like
Yes.
I'm
ground
invested.
assault type.
Keep talking. Let's go. Where's my raid gun cannon?
Yes, we need a raid gun cannon too.
Generals get gun cannons.
I know, right?
Just get a bunch of pseudo supports as raids.
I would love to have a raid that's pretty much just a full armor Gundam ground type, but a raid.
Yeah, what about
Gets
the full
combo
armor?
controller and
It's
balancer so it can use that twin beam like arm thing, just smack people.
it's the Thunderbolt, right?
Sorry, what? Thunderbolt's not in this game.
Thunder, like, it just sheds the full armor and turns into like an even like ridiculous raid, but it's just a grandpa Gundam under there.
For when's
Yeah,
the
when
full
you drop
armor
all the
getting?
shields, it's just an old man in there.
Yeah.
What, Magnum?
I mean, when's the full armor getting the skill that the Mark V has, where if the shield explodes, you don't get like staggered?
They should give it that, especially if having 4 shields.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
What's the point of sub arms, right?
Oh my god, Asian no. Dual beam spray gun akimbo beam spray guns.
They should go ahead and give you 2 beam guns.
Oh no.
Just by like if you're brave enough to equip it, they should akimbo that shit. Don't even
Right.
like just hot patch into the game. That'll make the beam gun usable.
Oof.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like if they double the output, the gun would actually be good. So let's do that instead.
I think that was their idea with the two barrel, and then he just never did it or let any other suits except like a couple use it.
Here, real quick, I'll be right back, and then we'll get into some suit speculation.
Okay, everybody watching, go ready up in any suit that can use the beam gun and start throwing your matches so that the percentage goes down, and they'll buff it. They'll buff it again.
No.
That's how they do it. You gotta be a martyr for your cause, man.
Oof.
Every time I see Magnum's
Wait, we don't have a support. What the
thing.
fuck?
I think he has like shoulder pads on there.
Eh.
I think he told me what they were before, but I always think they're shoulder pads. Gustav, stop talking about Magnum. He's back. Okay, how's that meant? We said nothing bad about intensifying.
Intensify?
Yeah, he said a thing, chat.
He did the third.
Okay, guys, so let's intensify the intensify while intensifying.
But you're back. We were trying to talk about something. I think it was Outworlder or Outrider.
Oh no.
Hang
We already
time
had
the
that segment.
the Downgar.
I mean, speaking of that, while I'm changing the thing right now.
No.
Oh,
We will not
you know,
escape if we do it again.
The ability problem, I would love to use the minigun over using an LMG that has infinite ammo. I mean, they fire about the same speed, but it's just cooler being like, oof, just having a weighty minigun just going ham instead of just being like.
Like Magnum doesn't have enough games in the Dawn Barrage and the Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation video game.
Hashtag too many games.
Yeah, I think I've only got about probably 300 or 400, maybe 5. It hasn't beat the Zaku cannon yet. But yeah, if we don't have any other random topics or anything we want to talk about, we can go ahead and get into the new suit speculation. What do we think?
Sure, let's go for it. With the advent of our full armor, or not full armor, but our fly Zoroshiki with that Amuro stink in it. I'm gonna think of, is there anything, what else has Amuro touched that's not a new Gundam or a high new Gundam? Or
Ooh,
maybe
actually, that's an idea.
I'm gonna say a Char suit.
Yeah, what's a Char suit? Because this technically isn't a Char counterattack, but What do we have that is a Char suit?
You're a Char. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, mecha piloted. Okay, Char
Delta
had his own
Chi.
Legia. Char piloted to Zero Shiki. That makes sense. Wait, that was Quattro Pagino. What the fuck? Let's see.
Aye, Quattro.
Char. Char apparently piloted a Physalis. Oh, here we go. What is? Oh my god! Yes. Okay. My guess for next
look it up.
suit is going to be the Zogo Juagu.
Yes!
What the fuck is this?
Spell it.
It was like a fucking Swiss Army knife. What the fuck?
Spell it real quick.
You have me as Juagu, so I'm ready for whatever.
Zogojuaju. It has lady feet, tentacles.
What in the world
is in the shape of a fucking lifeboat or something? Like, what the fuck is this thing?
Okay, hang on.
Someone search that and put it in the chat real quick.
I'm trying to find it.
Is it like wikiable, or did you just find like a quick?
It is wikiable, but I'm
trying to find it on the wiki though. What?
Hold on, I'll send you the link. I just gotta.
Okay, because I am failing to wiki here.
Oh, it's from Gundam San, apparently. Deal.
Oh, that's why. That makes more sense.
Oh my gosh, what in the world?
I was just clicking it as like, oh, this one sounds good.
Imagine if this had like a Gundam San level miniseries for Battle Operation 2.
I'd be down.
Okay, I gotta bring this up though. That's hilarious looking.
I like the description. Zogo Juaju makes a second appearance when Kaisila asks Char to pick a mobile suit from either a red-hued Zogo Juaju and a standard Gelgoog. Without hesitation, Char chooses the Zogo Juaju since it's red and has a horn. Oh god, there's a picture in color. Oh my
god.
Saw
the picture in
those
color.
were supposed to be lips.
Yep.
Oh no, that might be a little bet.
Oh my.
All right, so definitely the Juaju. It's gonna be a raid, of course.
Okay, that is a thing. What in the world?
Delta Gundam too. Oh man, that pretty much be the Hyaku Shiki though. I mean, look at that thing.
I see
cool
the attack where it uses all three of its like tentacle arms to
that's its heavy attack
at once.
Oh, it'll be the first move of grapple.
We need grapple suits. We just need grapple things outside of counters.
Ballistic Zaku. That looks like a clan roar. Oh, that's from Battlelog. Never mind. Okay.
Like, grabs probably wouldn't be any kind of meta in this game if they didn't come with iframes, but like, it'd be interesting if they actually still did it.
I think it would be interesting if you could like grab somebody that would your teammates, you know, it's kind of one of those things where you have your teammate then wells on them and they have to kind of
like a clinch.
Yeah, pretty much. So like you CC yourself, but you CC the enemy kind of thing. So it's like it's one of those kind of.
That would definitely be a lot more interesting for like low cost.
Oh my, crazy!
This is a
just hold this motherfucker down. Come here, shoot this bitch.
Kikaroga is like a. It's like lady. It's like a lady Zeong, or more feminine, I guess you would say, with legs.
Leggy Zeong.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a ground Zeong.
That's interesting. It'd be cool to have a ground.
Well, I don't know
type.
if it's actually meant to be used on the ground, but Battle Op doesn't care, obviously, so just put it on the ground.
Yeah, as we've learned with the fucking GPO4 or the Gerbera. Oof. It's got
Oh,
legs
what is
though.
this?
No. Just also no.
All right, that's Kikaroga's my second pick. Although I can't believe we don't have the Zogo Juaju in the
Where's
game
the
already.
Kikaroga from?
Uh, hmm. Saying Mobile Suit Gundam, but there's no fucking way, right?
Unless it's just from some variant
Okay,
shit,
the
and they're
Kikaroga's never
just not
seen an
saying.
animated form. It was originally going to appear in Mobile Suit Gundam, piloted by Char, and attempted to
Really?
drop the asteroid based on Luna 2. However, the rewrite of the series following its brush of cancellation removed many new Xeon designs. Oh, so it's a suit that got shafted.
The lawsuits.
Yeah. It ended up in MSV.
So like, no,
Huh.
no, get on with it. Move it to space, okay. He still uses Xeon, yeah, but fuck those legs. I'm fine.
Yeah, they made it bulkier and cut its legs off. Feels bad, man. It actually looks like it'd be a pretty cool support. It's got shoulder cannons, wire guided funnel arms. It's like while the arms are out, you could fire the cannons,
Mhm.
and then you just do like other stuff. I actually
We
like
already
this
got it.
over the Bishop.
We already got incomes on the ground, so fuck it.
Yeah,
When's the Shamblo gonna be added? Oh no.
I'd play the Shamblo. Okay, yeah, there's my pick.
If you can't tell just from us joking around with these, we're in a state of I don't know still, just because of
Well, especially
upcoming events and just some of the picks that we've actually gotten. Because the one when we got this yesterday, I was like, "Well, okay then," and like a mix of like surprise and disgust.
and then followed by it's a support and overwhelming happiness.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
pretty happy that they released a new support.
I know why you're happy about it. Oh no.
Oh god. War crimes is why he's happy.
Ah, I need a braid today. Crazy. There we go. Let's get crazy here. I must raid now.
Hmm.
Gustav,
Yeah,
Magnum, what do you think?
at this point, I'm just throwing my hands in the air and saying, "Fuck it, just give me something."
Gustav is thinking the O's gonna come out. Sounds good.
Mm,
I am using
Gotta
the
release the O
power
this
of
week.
internet and Google to figure out something.
I may have looked myself, but pencils down, Magnum.
mm.
Wing Zero. You just like look around. Like,
Yes.
Wing Zero is gonna come out.
Barbatos, Lupus Rex, there we go.
And Lupus Rex. Those are Gundams.
Dual banner. Yeah, something Char though. Either way, something Char. That's about as far as we're getting. My guess, I guess. Get a Char Gundam. Apparently that was a thing. Yeah, that's what it is. Amuro gets
Can't wait
in a
till we get more suits
Shiki.
and at least Cat's normal suit.
Amuro gets in a Shiki,
Yeah.
and Char gets in a Gundam.
Try gets in a Gundam,
Yeah,
and it
that's
just gets
there we
all
go.
the weapons that the regular Gundam should be able to use, including the beam javelin
see
and the
that's
dual sabers.
Man,
oh no. See that's what I'm
let's get
seeing here.
Casball Gundam.
Like what
They
is
just make another striker.
Except there's a hyper hammer. Ooh, tasty.
oh gosh.
I'd love the hyper hammer on the G3.
Hyper Hammer as a sub weapon would be hilarious.
One of the thing is then you just like left swing so that it's a knee stagger and it's like instant swing. Like that's the crazy thing with the hyper hammer that I love so much. Like yes, the downswing is the grossest thing to ever hit a raid ever because
Mhm.
you know you're just like you're dead. Bye. Thanks for living for a second. And then but the side swing though is a knee stagger that is pretty good range. I mean, again though, you have to get used to swinging it if you're going to swing it in front of you. But if you kind of position yourself to where they're like to your right or to your left, you pretty much can hit them because it does like an out and then kind of comes back when it gets closer to you on your left. So it's like pretty easy to hit once you kind of get used to it. It takes a little bit of practice, but yeah, something like that, just having that as like a reliable weapon to do, and then you could follow up with literally anything else. Like honestly, for me, that's an easier heat rod to hit. That's all I'm saying.
Because got a bigger hitbox.
Yeah, it's got a bigger hitbox, and like after you practice it for a little bit, you're just like boop. Or yeah, even the forward one too. You could do the.
I mean,
forward one.
the only thing with that is that it has like a longer wind up on the neutral, right?
Yeah, the neutral you have to go like whoop, boop. Whereas I'm just talking about the side swing. The side swing is just like smack.
Smack. Yeah.
It's just like what? Why does that have a D stagger on it? What is this? So you just like smack somebody with a side swing. So like it's essentially
I mean, you're getting cold cocked upside the head with a giant hammer.
Oh well,
that
yeah.
you didn't see coming. So like,
but it's essentially the Goof's side swing heat rod with you know where you have
an
to
actual
aim
heavy
it,
stagger
attached to it.
but then it has a heavy stagger. Yeah, like that's what the gross part is. I mean, some would say it's easier to hit too because I don't know why, but every now and then when I'll do like the side swing with the heat rod on the Goof, like it'll miss, and I'm like, it just went through him. How did it miss? What is wrong with the game?
Like video game explain.
But yeah, so it's at that point, then you just like follow up with whatever you want, knock him down with like your 3 other melee weapons or something.
Guys, there's too many things at 350 for this clan match. I don't know what to do.
Play a full team of gun cannons.
Oh, actually, I guess we could put it off till next week at this point, but that would be something we probably should have talked about. The mission suit. Now that we've actually got it, stuff because we didn't talk about it last week, did we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now that we have it.
With the ML. That sounds like you've been requested to use it a lot.
No, I don't have it yet on either of my 2 accounts.
How?
Because I've been playing Cyberpunk.
And
my rivals beat me all the time. It's so
Cyberpunk.
The video game is so hard.
You mean Cyber Sleuth?
Oh yeah, same game.
Outlanders, Cyberpunk. Oh my gosh.
Have you bought any of the figurines yet, Magnum? Because you buy the
Cyberlanders.
You buy the toys and it you put them into the game, right? It's like amiibos.
Oh man.
Wait, that's Skylanders. Never mind. Oh,
wait
there we go.
Skylanders coming back. You can go buy Spyro the Dragon. He's the best character in the game.
Please despair over how your favorite IP has been relegated to a Skylanders figure and not having their own full game. You never know.
Oof. But yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah, we can talk about that next week then. But yeah, something Char new suit.
Exclamation point Char.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm gonna do some shoutouts.
Yeah. Gustav the 13th through Gustav _X_III. I'm on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and all that good stuff. Currently still doing a lot of Yakuza 7. We're kind of getting to the end game stuff, but I feel like we still have a decent amount to go. And then from there, it's a matter of figuring out whether we do Saga or go on Near really hard, since those releases are going to be pretty close to each other. Because I feel like if I start Saga, I'm going to want to do all the different character scenarios, and we actually have a new one that was supposed to be included that they, like, finish. So, either way, it's going to be fun. I'm hyped for both of those games. And besides that, clan matches are coming up this weekend. It's going to be an evening battle and 4v4 simple match. So, hopefully we can get a couple teams doing that too. GS3. Hype. and all that good shit. What about you guys?
I am gaming Emblem. I play video games on the internet, and still playing. What's the game Digimon? Like I mentioned before, but we also play Battle Operation. Crazy, I know, on the Battle Operation podcast, and played a video game. But we're going to be doing pretty much the same stuff Gustav is doing. I'm actually going to change my channel name to Gustav the 13th too.
Oh no!
For a little bit.
No.
Hopefully hopefully I don't get a visit from Gustav the 13th's lawyer. But we'll kind of see what's going on with that.
I mean, at this point, I'm surprised I haven't gotten one from yours.
Sorry, my lawyer is on a permanent vacation.
Oof.
But yeah, like video games, we do stuff, have fun. Oh, I should get a face mask with my Haman. Oh god.
Oh my god, yes, let's go.
But we play video games on the internet. It's pretty fun. And you can probably join us or whatever if you want to at twitch.tv.
No, you know what? That should be your new. You should get a fucking VTuber rig with that.
Oh my
and that'll
gosh.
be gaming.
That sounds fantastic.
Like just a really scuffed looking one.
Anybody know how to make bones or whatever you do in avatars? I like that idea. I've been kind of wondering what direction to take with my avatar, and I didn't realize perfection was right in front of us the whole time. I like that idea. GamingEmblem. We play video games on the internet. You can check it out, I guess. But you don't have to or anything. Baka.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah, as usual, everybody's links and stuff will be down in the description below. But I'm EG Magnum. I stream on Twitch, got a YouTube channel, Discord, stuff like that, Twitter. Yeah. Gonna be doing some dailies and Outriders after this, and checking out if all the builds are nerfed and dead game already or what.
Oof.
But yeah. After that, let's see. The weekend. Well, tomorrow probably be doing some of the same. Weekend probably nothing. I gotta get the garden ready, and that'll pretty much be what I'm doing most of the time. So it might be a little bit less going on next week. But pretty much same still. Outriders, GBO2. Maybe some Path of Exile things, because I think they might have a new league starting next week, which is kind of awkward. I don't know how much I'll be playing of it, but I might just play the weekend next week or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, that's pretty much the most of it. But anyway, guys, let us know in the comments what you thought about what we said and talked about in this episode. But anyway, that'll be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. Have a good one. Peace.
Later.